In the year 2134, humanity's first contact with extraterrestrial life occurred not in the vast emptiness of space, but rather in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The USS Intrepid, a state-of-the-art exploration vessel, was on a routine mission when it detected an unidentified submerged object, USO, moving at incredible speeds deep beneath the waves. Dr. Emily Carter, a marine biologist known for her expertise in deep-sea ecosystems, was part of the crew and immediately captivated by the anomaly. As the crew tracked the USO, it began to move erratically, as if it were aware of being watched. Dr. Carter, alongside Captain James Alvarez, decided to send an unmanned submersible to get a closer look. The submersible's cameras captured images of a sleek, silver object, unlike anything seen before. Its surface shimmered with an otherworldly glow, and strange symbols adorned its hull. Without warning, the object began to ascend. The crew of the USS Intrepid watched in awe as it breached the surface of the ocean and hovered above the waves. The ship's sensors went haywire, overwhelmed by the energy readings emanating from the craft. "Captain, we're receiving a transmission," said Lieutenant Sarah Lee, the ship's communications officer. The message, remarkably clear, was in perfect English. "We come in peace. We seek to understand." The crew exchanged bewildered glances. Dr. Carter's heart pounded with a mix of fear and excitement. The ship's loudspeakers repeated the message, and the alien craft began to descend slowly toward the ship. A hatch opened, revealing a group of tall, slender beings, with translucent skin and large, expressive eyes. These were the Xylorans. Captain Alvarez stepped forward, flanked by Dr. Carter and a few others. "I am Captain James Alvarez of the USS Intrepid. We welcome you to Earth." The leader of the Xylorans, who introduced himself telepathically as Zartan, nodded. "We have observed your species for many years and wish to learn more about you. May we come aboard?" With cautious optimism, Captain Alvarez extended his hand. "You are welcome here." As the Xylorans boarded the USS Intrepid, an unprecedented chapter in human history began. A diplomatic team was quickly assembled on the USS Intrepid, consisting of scientists, linguists, and military personnel. Dr. Carter, due to her role in the initial discovery and her expertise in biology, was included. The Xylorans, though alien in appearance, displayed a gentle demeanor and an eagerness to share their knowledge. The first formal meeting took place in the ship's main conference room. Zartan and his team sat opposite the humans, their large eyes reflecting curiosity and intelligence. Communication was facilitated through a combination of spoken language and telepathy, the latter being a natural ability of the Xylorans. Zartan began, "We are from the planet Xylora in the Andromeda Galaxy. Our civilization has thrived for millennia, and we have long observed your planet, intrigued by your rapid technological progress and complex social structures. We seek an alliance to share knowledge and culture." Dr. Carter leaned forward, fascinated. "Your technology is incredibly advanced. What is your primary energy source?" Zartan smiled, a subtle gesture that revealed his empathy. "We harness the power of quantum singularities, allowing us to travel great distances and sustain our society without environmental harm. But we are equally interested in your achievements, particularly your arts and music, which resonate deeply with our own forms of expression." The humans and Xylorans began to form a tentative bond, exchanging ideas and marveling at each other's cultures. The Xylorans were particularly impressed by human creativity, while humans were captivated by the Xylorans' advanced understanding of the cosmos. Captain Alvarez addressed a question that weighed on everyone's minds. "If you've been observing us for so long, why reveal yourselves now?" Zartan's expression grew serious. "We have detected a looming threat that could endanger both our species. A hostile alien race known as the Kragthar has been expanding their territory aggressively. We believe they have detected our presence here and may soon target your planet." The room fell silent. The implications were staggering. Dr. Carter broke the silence. "What can we do to prepare?" "We propose an alliance," Zartan replied. "By combining our knowledge and resources, we can defend against the Kragthar and ensure the safety of both our worlds." Despite initial skepticism, the humans recognized the necessity of cooperation. Trust was not built overnight, but the urgency of the situation demanded swift action. The Xylorans shared their defensive technologies, including energy shields and advanced weaponry, while humans offered their strategic military expertise. As days turned into weeks, the bond between the two species deepened. Dr. Carter and Zartan often worked late into the night, discussing everything from biology to philosophy. They learned that while their species were vastly different, their desires for peace, understanding, and survival were universal. In this crucible of cooperation, humanity and the Xylorans forged a new path forward, united by a common goal and an unexpected friendship. The stage was set for a confrontation that would test the strength of their alliance and the resilience of their spirits. The calm before the storm was short-lived. As the human-Xyloran alliance began to take shape, ominous reports started pouring in from Earth's deep space monitoring stations. The Kragthar fleet had been detected on the outskirts of the solar system, moving swiftly and with clear intent. These ruthless invaders, known for their brutal conquests, posed an existential threat to both Earth and the Xylorans. Dr. Carter, now an integral part of the Alliance's leadership, worked closely with Zartan to prepare for the impending invasion. They met daily in the USS Intrepid's war room, poring over tactical plans and integrating Xyloran technology with Earth's defenses. "The Kragthar fleet is massive," Captain Alvarez said, studying the holographic display of the enemy ships. "Their firepower exceeds anything we've seen." Zartan nodded, his usually serene expression now tense. "Their strength lies in their numbers and their ruthlessness. However, their technology, while advanced, has weaknesses. We've identified a vulnerability in their energy cores. If we can exploit this, we can turn the tide." As preparations intensified, the first wave of Kragthar ships breached Earth's defenses, targeting major cities and Xyloran vessels. Panic and chaos spread as humanity scrambled to mount a defense. The initial attacks were devastating, with cities like New York, Tokyo, and London suffering heavy casualties and damage. In the midst of the chaos, Dr. Carter found herself on the front lines, coordinating efforts between human and Xyloran forces. She was stationed in a command center beneath the Pentagon, where the atmosphere was charged with urgency. "Emily, we need to coordinate our ground forces with the Xyloran aerial units," General Marcus Blake said, his voice gruff but determined. "We can't afford any missteps." Dr. Carter nodded, her mind racing. "I'm on it, General. Zartan, can your fighters cover our vulnerable zones while we deploy ground defenses?" "Consider it done," Zartan replied telepathically. "We will protect your cities as if they were our own." The combined efforts of human ingenuity and Xyloran technology began to show results. Energy shields protected key locations, while advanced weaponry repelled Kragthar attacks. The Alliance's newfound synergy was a testament to their cooperation and resolve. Despite their progress, the battles were far from easy. The Kragthar were relentless, their ships continuing to pour into the solar system. Dr. Carter and Zartan worked tirelessly, barely finding time to rest. They knew that the survival of both species depended on their ability to outsmart and outfight the invaders. As the war raged on, stories of heroism and sacrifice emerged from both sides. Human and Xyloran soldiers fought side by side, forging bonds of camaraderie and trust. The realization that they were stronger together than apart became a powerful motivator. As the conflict with the Kragthar escalated, the alliance between humans and Xylorans deepened. Earth's nations, historically divided by politics and ideology, began to unite under a single banner. The threat of annihilation had a way of dissolving long-standing differences, and a sense of global solidarity took hold. The USS Intrepid became the nerve center of the resistance, coordinating operations across the globe and beyond. Dr. Carter and Zartan, now inseparable partners, led a joint task force that combined human creativity with Xyloran precision. Together, they devised innovative strategies to counter the Kragthar menace. One such strategy involved the discovery of a critical vulnerability in the Kragthar ships. Their energy cores, while powerful, were unstable and prone to catastrophic failure if targeted correctly. This revelation became the cornerstone of their counteroffensive. "We need to hit them where it hurts," Dr. Carter said, her eyes blazing with determination. "If we can disable their energy cores, we can cripple their fleet." Captain Alvarez agreed. "We'll need a coordinated strike utilizing both our forces. This will be risky, but it's our best shot." The Alliance launched a daring plan to strike at the heart of the Kragthar fleet. Dr. Carter and Zartan led a covert mission to infiltrate the flagship, a behemoth vessel that served as the command center for the invaders. Their objective was to plant a device that would destabilize the ship's core. The mission was fraught with danger. As they approached the flagship in a cloaked Xyloran shuttle, tension ran high. Dr. Carter, clad in an advanced Xyloran exosuit, felt a mix of fear and resolve. Beside her, Zartan remained calm, his presence a source of strength. "We must be swift and precise," Zartan communicated telepathically. "Any misstep could cost us everything." They breached the flagship's defenses, navigating through narrow corridors filled with hostile Kragthar soldiers. Utilizing a combination of human stealth tactics and Xyloran technology, they evaded detection and reached the core chamber. Dr. Carter set the device, her hands steady despite the chaos around her. "It's done. Let's get out of here." As they made their escape, the device activated, causing a chain reaction that crippled the flagship. The resulting confusion and disarray among the Kragthar forces provided the Alliance with a crucial advantage. Back on Earth, the Alliance launched a coordinated counterattack, exploiting the vulnerability in the Kragthar fleet. The combined might of human and Xyloran forces overwhelmed the invaders, pushing them back and reclaiming lost territories. The turning point in the war galvanized the Alliance. The victory was a testament to what could be achieved through unity and cooperation. The bond between humans and Xylorans grew stronger, their mutual respect and admiration deepening with each passing day. As the Kragthar retreated, Dr. Carter and Zartan stood side by side, watching the remnants of the enemy fleet vanish into the void. They knew that their cooperation had not only saved their worlds, but had also forged an unbreakable bond between their species. In the aftermath of the battles, humanity and Xylorans began to rebuild, their alliance stronger than ever. The spirit of unity and diversity became the cornerstone of their cooperation, paving the way for a brighter, more hopeful future. As the war dragged on, the human-Xyloran alliance knew they needed a decisive victory to turn the tide permanently against the Kragthar. The Kragthar, though pushed back, were far from defeated and continued to launch sporadic but devastating attacks. The Alliance had to take the fight to the Kragthar's stronghold to secure lasting peace. Dr. Emily Carter and Zartan convened with the Alliance's top strategists aboard the USS Intrepid. The atmosphere was charged with a mix of hope and tension as they planned their most ambitious operation yet, to infiltrate the Kragthar's home base and disable their command infrastructure. "Our intel suggests that the Kragthar's primary command center is located on a heavily fortified asteroid in the Andromeda Galaxy," Zartan explained, projecting a holographic image of the target. "This base coordinates all their fleet movements. If we can take it out, we can cripple their entire operation." Captain Alvarez reviewed the tactical data. "This won't be easy. Their defenses are formidable, and the asteroid is surrounded by a minefield of deadly energy traps." Dr. Carter leaned in. "We have one advantage: surprise. If we can get a small, elite team inside, we can plant an EMP device that will knock out their command systems. From there, our forces can launch a full-scale assault and take down the remaining Kragthar ships." A team of the best human and Xyloran soldiers was assembled, each member a specialist in their field. Dr. Carter and Zartan would lead the mission, supported by Captain Alvarez and a contingent of elite troops. They would travel in a specially modified Xyloran stealth ship designed to evade the Kragthar's sensors. As the team approached the asteroid, they activated the ship's cloaking device. The asteroid loomed ahead, a jagged metallic fortress bristling with weaponry. The stealth ship slipped through the minefield with expert precision, guided by Xyloran technology and human piloting skills. Landing on the asteroid's surface, The team made their way through the labyrinthine corridors, encountering heavy resistance. Dr. Carter's heart pounded as they engaged in fierce firefights, using a combination of human weaponry and Xyloran energy shields. Despite the danger, their training and cooperation saw them through. They reached the command center, a sprawling room filled with advanced Kragthar technology. Dr. Carter set the EMP device, her fingers moving deftly across the controls. Just a few more seconds. Alarms blared as Kragthar soldiers closed in. Zartan and Captain Alvarez provided cover fire, their precision and coordination flawless. The device activated with a sharp, resonating hum, sending out an electromagnetic pulse that fried the command center's systems. "Mission accomplished," Dr. Carter said, a note of triumph in her voice. "Let's get out of here." As they made their escape, the Alliance launched their full-scale assault on the now disorganized Kragthar forces. Ships from Earth and Xylora swarmed the asteroid, overwhelming the remaining defenses and securing a decisive victory. Back on Earth, the news of the successful mission spread like wildfire. Celebrations erupted as humanity and Xylorans alike rejoiced in their hard-won triumph. The Kragthar threat had been neutralized, and the future now looked brighter than ever. With the Kragthar threat finally neutralized, Earth and Xyloran leaders gathered to formalize their alliance. The victory had not only secured their survival, but had also forged an unbreakable bond between their species. A grand summit was held in Geneva, attended by representatives from both worlds, including Dr. Carter and Zartan. The Interstellar Council was established, a governing body dedicated to fostering cooperation, peace, and mutual advancement. The Council's inaugural meeting was a momentous occasion, symbolizing the unity that had emerged from the crucible of war. Dr. Carter was appointed as Earth's ambassador to the Council, her contributions to the Alliance widely recognized. Zartan became the Xyloran representative, his wisdom and leadership guiding the Council's early efforts. Together, they worked tirelessly to ensure that the horrors of the Kragthar invasion would never be repeated. The Council focused on rebuilding and advancing both societies, emphasizing shared knowledge and resources. Joint exploration missions were launched, with human and Xyloran scientists working side by side. They uncovered new frontiers of science and technology, pushing the boundaries of what was possible. Xyloran medicine revolutionized healthcare on Earth, extending lifespans and curing previously incurable diseases. In return, the Xylorans embraced human creativity, art, and the indomitable spirit of exploration. Cultural exchanges flourished, with humans and Xylorans learning from each other's histories, traditions, and innovations. Music, literature, and art from both worlds enriched their societies, creating a vibrant tapestry of shared culture. Dr. Carter and Zartan's friendship became a symbol of what could be achieved through unity and cooperation. They often reminisced about their first meeting aboard the USS Intrepid, marveling at how far they had come. One evening, as they looked out over Geneva from the Council's headquarters, Zartan turned to Dr. Carter. "Our journey has been remarkable, Emily. We have achieved so much together." Dr. Carter smiled. "And there's so much more to explore. The universe is vast, and we've only just begun." Their journey had indeed just begun. The legacy of the Human-Xyloran Alliance paved the way for a future where diversity was celebrated, and the bonds of friendship extended across the cosmos. The story of their unexpected encounter had transformed into a tale of hope and unity, inspiring generations to come. As humanity and the Xylorans looked to the stars, they knew that their alliance would stand as a beacon of what could be achieved when different worlds come together in the spirit of cooperation and mutual respect. The new dawn marked the beginning of an era where the possibilities were as limitless as the universe itself. Years passed, and the Human-Xyloran Alliance flourished. The Interstellar Council, born out of necessity and forged through adversity, became a powerful entity promoting peace and cooperation across the galaxy. The success of this unprecedented partnership inspired other civilizations to join, forming a diverse coalition dedicated to mutual advancement and harmony. Dr. Emily Carter and Zartan, celebrated as pioneers of interstellar diplomacy, continued to work tirelessly for the Council. Their efforts ensured that the values of unity and cooperation remained at the forefront of the Council's mission. The world had changed dramatically since their first encounter, and they were determined to guide it toward a brighter future. The Earth and Xyloran civilizations experienced a golden age of exploration and discovery. Joint missions ventured to distant galaxies, uncovering new worlds and fostering relationships with other species. Humanity's technological capabilities advanced at an astonishing pace, thanks to the shared knowledge and innovations from their Xyloran allies. One such mission took Dr. Carter and Zartan to the distant planet of Ilaria, home to an ancient and enigmatic civilization. The Ilarian archives held vast amounts of knowledge about the universe's history, much of it unknown to both humans and Xylorans. This discovery deepened their understanding of the cosmos and their place within it. Dr. Carter stood in awe inside an ancient Ilarian library, its walls covered in intricate carvings and glowing symbols. "This place is incredible, Zartan. The wisdom contained here could change everything we know about our universe." Zartan nodded, his eyes reflecting the soft light of the Ilarian symbols. "Indeed, Emily. It is a reminder that there is always more to learn, and that our journey of discovery is never truly complete." Back on Earth, the impact of the Human-Xyloran alliance was evident in every aspect of society. Cities were transformed by Xyloran technology, with clean energy solutions and advanced transportation systems improving the quality of life. Healthcare breakthroughs eradicated diseases that had plagued humanity for centuries, and educational programs emphasized interstellar cooperation and cultural exchange. The arts also flourished as human and Xyloran artists collaborated to create new forms of expression. Music festivals featured both terrestrial and Xyloran instruments, blending sounds in harmonious new ways. Joint scientific endeavors led to groundbreaking discoveries in fields like quantum physics and biotechnology, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. The younger generations, having grown up in this era of unity, embraced the values of cooperation and mutual respect. Children from Earth and Xylora attended integrated schools, learning from each other and building friendships that spanned the stars. The concept of a unified galactic community became deeply ingrained in their identities. As the years went by, Dr. Carter and Zartan's bond remained as strong as ever. They often reflected on their journey, proud of the legacy they had helped create. One evening, as they watched a stunning sunset from Zartan's home planet of Xylora, they shared a moment of quiet contemplation. "Do you ever wonder what might have happened if we hadn't met?" Dr. Carter asked, her voice filled with gratitude. Zartan smiled, a serene expression on his face. "It is a thought that has crossed my mind, but I believe that our meeting was destined. Our worlds were meant to come together, to learn and grow from each other. The universe works in mysterious ways, Emily." Their friendship, born out of an unexpected encounter and strengthened through shared struggles, had become a symbol of hope and unity. Their story inspired others to look beyond their differences and work together for the greater good. The Interstellar Council continued to grow, welcoming new member species from distant galaxies. Each new alliance brought fresh perspectives and innovations, enriching the collective knowledge and culture of the galactic community. The Council's influence spread far and wide, fostering peace and collaboration on an unprecedented scale. As Dr. Carter and Zartan looked out at the stars, they knew that their journey was just beginning. The legacy of their alliance would pave the way for future generations to explore the cosmos, united in their quest for knowledge and understanding. Their story, a testament to the power of cooperation and friendship, would be remembered for eons to come. The Human-Xyloran alliance stood as a beacon of what could be achieved when different worlds come together. The possibilities were as limitless as the universe itself, and together they would continue to explore, discover, and build a brighter future for all.